Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Wild Arms 2. When we last left off, I went and farmed all of Tim's spells that he can get at this particular point. So I have First Aid, and then all the level 1 and 2 Guardian Magic spell. Yeah. And Turn Undead. Now, Tim is a much more powerful spellcaster than Lilka for two reasons. One, he has a much higher sorcery. So you can see he has a 180 sorcery and Lilka has 122. So yeah. Bit of a difference there. Even without a Guardian, Tim has way more sorcery than she does. Tim also has the added benefit of his First Aid skill. Unlike Lilka's heal, First Aid actually heals all of your party members at once. And it always goes first, with a few exceptions. So it's a very, 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 very good healing spell. Did I mention it's very good? It is. It's very good. It does cost quite a bit of FP though, so for the foreseeable future, Tim's going to have to take a hit to actually use it in battle. It also doesn't heal as much as a casting of heal, but that's, I guess, a small drawback to the fact that, you know, it hits everyone. Anyway, I'm ready to get started here. I've cleared out my hard drive. I've done all of the... I've rendered all of the video up to this point. Wow, Lilka, you're just like this mess of positivity. Well, we're off. Colette, you're a little like Squall, aren't you? From Final Fantasy VIII. I've always maintained that Squall would have been a much more interesting character if he had actually vocalized half of the stuff that was going on in his head. I mean, you know, to everyone around him, he was all like, whatever. But in his head, he's thinking all these smarmy remarks, and I don't know. I think it would have been a much better party dynamic if he had mouthed off to some of his, you know, party members. But anyway, once you're in here, you actually can't leave. But that's okay. So we're gonna put Tim in the lead, and is there any chests? I don't remember. No, no chest here. This thing right here is Puka! Aww. He's a sub-spirit. Now, I'm not quite sure what a sub-spirit is. I've always viewed Puka as kind of like a mini guardian. He kind of acts as the handpan of this game. Basically, Puka has a very low sense of self. So he is allowed to basically take on the information of other more powerful beings and can copy them. This doesn't do anything right now, but here shortly it will. Puka also acts as Tim's first tool. And in that way, he actually acts a lot like Handpan did in the first game. Now, the main difference is that, of course, that you can actually move Puka around. Oh, that's right, yeah. First of the mini Puka puzzles in this game. Puka is handy if you can't reach a chest or need to be in two places at once. Mostly he's used to reach chests that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get. But, you know. Let's see. Let's go this way first. I think this is the way to not hold on. If you ever see the screen blur, I noticed that there were some blurring effects. What that is that's actually me looking at my notes, my FAQ that I put together for this game. Now there's actually 3 enemies in here, and that's what I was looking at. They are Rafflesia, Fairy Lights, and Squirms. Got 1 crest, 2 crests, and let's see. Is this actually the way you have to go? I think it might be. So let's go back. And I'll actually get into a couple of fights here to see if we can't demonstrate a couple of the enemies. I think the Rafflesias are actually weak to fire. I'm not entirely sure about that, because honestly, I've explained it already. I don't really pay attention too much to the yeah. Okay. I don't pay attention too much to the random encounters because of the fact that, well, I actually was going to go in there. I'm telling you, it's a reflex. But I don't pay too much attention to the random encounters and their kind of, you know, elemental weaknesses. At least not for a bit, because of the fact that they are so easy. But I at least want you to see the models. Because, like I said before, the Wild Arms series has some very unique enemy design. And by unique, I mean kind of weird. Oh, this part. Now, despite what it looks like, Puka can actually reach things that are outside of his reach. Like that black box has, is his reach, but he can kind of reach out of it. Okay, I want to... That's a little too far. Yep. So, you know, knowing Puka's reach and knowing that it actually extends a little bit outside of the black borders is, I did it again, is a good thing to keep in mind. Okay, we'll go into this one. Oh man, I feel like so much better than I was. These are the Squirms. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you analyze it. We'll do Rock Bolt. Most of Tim's spells actually have the same animations for their attacks. Weak to wind and water. Okay. I actually have the same animations as a lot of Lucas spells, but there are a couple unique ones. Rock Bolt is not one of the unique ones. It's the same as Lucas. Oh, hey. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Sonic Claw has a different attack animation than Vortex. The enemies in here give really good money. Every enemy in here gives 100 experience points and 300 Gela, in case you were wondering. Let's go down this way first. There are three crests in this dungeon. Make sure that you get all 3 of them, because, you know, crests are awesome. And we need more. I think I've gotten 2 so far. Yeah. The vibrations of the Guardians, huh? Uh-oh, it's boss time. It's boss time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aw, I've been signed out of the PlayStation Network. Anyway, Compound Monster Regulius. This guy is absurdly easy. Why? Well, for one, he's only got one target. Two, he is weak to fire. And, well, guess what? We have fire! Yeah. He's got right at around 5,000 HP. So this should take, what, 2 turns to do? He has 3 attacks. Wormy Weed Extract is a very weak attack. It does about, I'd say, 50 points of damage to an ally with a % to poison that ally. That's not his best attack, but, well, you know. Let's see, we want to do... This will probably kill him. His other 2 attacks are Eloweed Extract, which hits all enemies for about 200 points of damage and has a chance to cause confuse, and Knapweed Extract, which hits all allies for about 200 points of damage and can cause sleep. His physical attack does about, I'd say, 50 points of damage, upwards to about 80. It shouldn't do any more than that to you, though. He's not hard. As you can see, I just decimated him in 2 turns. Completely decimated. Alrighty then. That wasn't a Guardian, duh. Now, normally I would, okay, I'm sorry about that. I had to, mess around with my antivirus software. It was trying to, you know, run a scan and update and all kinds of stuff at one time. You didn't miss much. Just walked forward a little bit. With Puka! Ah, okay. So we take all of our party members' mediums. Sorry, I'm watching my dog. He's barking at something. Or growling at something. So if he starts barking, well, you know, I'm just warning you ahead of time. Alright, now, what you want to do here is actually take off Odoruk, and put on, it doesn't really matter who you put on. I like Fingalon, just because it looks cooler. Anyway. Hit this, and then hold the X button while this is going, so you'll immediately start running. Oh, shit. But don't forget that you have to stop. The key to doing this is facing forward, well, facing the direction, holding down the X button, and getting as close to the edge there as you can without actually falling off. I think it's kind of stupid that they, for, you know, ledges and stuff, they give you the whole the kind of, oh no, we're on a ledge animation, but for, you know, bottomless pits, you just fall right the hell off. Yes, don't stop running here. Just keep going. There you go. Okay, don't stop running until you get to the end, and then stop running, because otherwise you'll fall in a pit. I'm not exactly good at this game at stopping on a dime. Ooh, I almost fell off that time. But you make it through. It should be nice and good. Uh-oh.